Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. My name's Michael. You can call me MOLT. Today we're going to be going over probably the most consistent deck in the game. That's right, Sarah Control. Yo, I'm recording this after playing these games, and listen to me, okay? I just played so many games with this deck that you guys are going to get to see in just a second live, and it was incredible. Like, this deck is so consistent. If you pay attention and you think about things, you can win so very easily. And there aren't too many things in this deck that many of you might not have. Obviously, there are things like Hitmonkey, but you can even replace Hitmonkey with something like Kitty Pryde and end up being fine. So let's go ahead and look at the deck, break it down, and jump into some live games. So this version of the deck is made up of Nova, Angela, Hitmonkey, Scarlet Witch, Sentinel, Mysterio, Lizard, Bishop, Killmonger, Shang-Chi, Enchantress, and Sarah. Now, right next to me are going to be some live games for you guys as I break down these cards. So let's go ahead and jump into this. First off, we've got Nova in the deck. Nova is in here just to work with Killmonger. So typically you don't want to play Nova or show Nova unless you either have Killmonger in your hand or if it's later on, because Nova is a very clear tell for the fact that you want to destroy it. So you have to be careful when you play Nova, and you guys will see that in these games as well. A lot of times I'll have Nova and I'll skip my turn to not play it, because you have to be really specific with Nova, typically playing it late if possible, and trying to prevent people from playing armor on top of it. Next, we've got Angela. Angela is just an incredible card right now. Obviously, a lot of people are playing Kitty Pryde with Angela, and you can definitely sub Kitty Pryde into this deck instead of Hitmonkey if you don't have it, because honestly, by the end of the game, it's gonna equate to about the same amount of power, especially if you were able to get it down early on, and if you're able to play it on Angela. The total power that you're going to get from that Kitty Pryde is actually probably more than what you would get from Hitmonkey, so you can definitely do that. But Angela's incredible here. You play lots of cards on top of it. Freaking good. Really, really solid. If you wanted to, you could play Nova on top of Angela and then play Killmonger on turn 4 or something like that if you have enough cards down, so that you can get some extra space on Angela. But ideally what I would say is maybe sub out Hitmonkey and throw in Kitty Pryde. Next, we've got Hitmonkey in the deck. Hitmonkey works incredibly well here, especially if you're able to get Sarah down final turn, because you can play things like Mysterio and Sentinel and all of those, and then finish off with Hitmonkey. And the cool thing about Hitmonkey is that you don't have to play Hitmonkey last. So just in case your opponent has something like Arrow, you can actually play Hitmonkey first if you want to, and it adds up all of the cards that were played. It doesn't have to be the last card played. So Hitmonkey just offers you a lot of big power here. Again, if you don't have it, throw Kitty Pryde in here, and honestly, I feel like you'll do just as well. So we've got Scarlet Witch in here. Scarlet Witch is really, really good to change locations like Dream Dimension, which y'all will see in this video, which would prevent me from playing Sarah. And also a hilarious game where somebody plays Magic, turning the location into Limbo, and we play Scarlet Witch on turn 6, shutting it down. So Scarlet Witch is really, really good here. If you wanted to trade this out for Storm or Rhino, you could, but just the fact that it's a 2 cost, which then allows you to play it final turn if you are able to get Sarah down for 1, is actually really good. Next, we've got Sentinel. Sentinel is just a card that is super consistent here. You know that it's going to come back into your hand, so you can pretty much always play things on curve. Sentinel is just solid. Play it on Angela, it comes back. Play it again, play it again, play it again. Sentinel, really, really good here. 2-3 stat line, consistent power that you can spread across the board for lots of different turns. So solid card. Next, we've got Mysterio with the 2-4. If you wanted to play Bast in this deck as well to hit some of these cards, you could. But Mysterio is in here to not only work with Hitmonkey, but also to work with Bishop. So say on turn 5, you play Bishop and Mysterio. Your Bishop is automatically going to be a 3-4. Which is incredible, but obviously you would love to get Bishop down earlier if possible. But Mysterio is here to work with Hitmonkey and Bishop. Next, we've got Lizard. Lizard is another card that if you do have Hitmonkey and you want to throw Kitty Pryde in here, you can replace Lizard if you want to. Yeah, it is a 2-5, which is a great stat line. In final turn, it's a 1-5, which is incredible. But if you do get Kitty Pryde down and you're able to play it on turn 2 or turn 3, then obviously 3, 4, and 5, Kitty Pryde will be at a 6, which is going to be pretty solid, obviously better there. So if you don't want to play Lizard, then you could throw Kitty Pryde in here, but Lizard's just a good stat line in general. Bishop, like I said, typically turn 3, you can get it down if possible. Turn 4 is always good. And even if you aren't able to get Bishop down until final turn for the cost of 2, you could play Bishop for 2, Mysterio for 1, Hitmonkey for 1, putting you there at 4, and then some more cards. So Bishop can always come down late as well, but obviously turn 3 is ideal. Killmonger is here for a very, very specific reason, not only to take out Nova, but also to mess with your opponent. You guys will see in one of the live games, definitely make sure y'all stick around and watch that, where my opponent is playing Bounce, and I am very, very patient, skipping turns, doing all of this kind of stuff to make sure that they have priority final turn so that we can end up taking out all of their 1-drops. It is not against the rules to skip turns. In fact, it is very smart to skip turns in this game sometimes. So make sure that you're paying attention to what your opponent is doing. If they play the Hood and Kitty Pryde and Nebula and things like that, and they don't have an armor down, then sometimes you're going to want to skip so that you can play Killmonger final turn, taking all of that out, and just controlling the situation. Next, we've got Shang-Chi. Don't even really need to explain this. Shang-Chi takes out big cards, which you will see in this video as well. An incredible final turn play with Shang-Chi, where my opponent has priority. That's what it's here for. It absolutely dominates. And then next, we've got Enchantress, which you guys will see used in this video as well. A 4/5 that takes out anything that's ongoing. So it works against Patriot, it works against Claw, it works against Darkhawk, all sorts of things. So Enchantress, really, really solid here. On typically final turn, unless you see somebody play like Patriot Mystique on the same location, you can pretty much go ahead and take that out and not have to worry about taking out Blue Marvel as well. But if you get Sarah down and it seems like they're going to play Patriot, Mystique, Blue Marvel, and then Ultron on the same location, you can just wait, play Enchantress, and then laugh your way home with their cubes. And then lastly, we've got Sarah, the 5/4 that is just super consistent, really, really solid card here. Play this on turn 5. Obviously, if you do get locations like Dream Dimension, you're going to run into trouble. But the good thing about Sarah is that Sarah really can't be Enchantress unless somebody guesses. Because by turn 6, it doesn't really matter. You've already played your cards at that point. So Sarah, super consistent. Really enjoy Sarah. I've been playing Sarah for like 7 months. I talk about this a good bit. Sarah was the first card that I got to Infinite with, but not with a spam deck like this. It was before Zabu was out, and I would play Sarah turn 5, and then turn 6, I would play Ghost Rider and Omega Red, and I will have discarded Infinite or Death previously on like turn 3 with whatever her name is, Lady Sif. So I've always loved Sarah, and I like the opportunities that she opens. Obviously, this is the most consistent Sarah deck that you can get, but I'd encourage you guys to kind of broaden your mind as well and figure out some fun, cool things that you can do with Sarah final turn as well. But let's go ahead and get into the live game. They skip, so now they have priority. So now what we do is we go Shang-Chi, Enchantress, Killmonger. They're going to be able to play so much stuff. I was just like, where do they play the 20, you know? Maybe we actually do... No, I think we go over here. Alright, let's see what happens. Titania. We'll definitely lose that one. And we're not going to be able to get enough in the middle, which really bums me out. Dang, so it actually would have been better for us to play Enchantress on the left here. Or Shang-Chi on the left here and Enchantress on the right. Oh, what? Bro, what? I thought we lost. Oh my gosh, I thought we freaking lost. So this is like the most common version of this deck, but honestly, I feel like we need to put Kitty Pryde in it, because you could still, like, final turn, if you have Sarah down, final turn you could play Killmonger. You could play Nova, Killmonger, Kitty Pryde, and like still protect it and stuff. But don't know what you would really get rid of. Maybe you could get rid of Lizard, honestly. Like, yeah, I feel like we could replace Lizard in this deck with Kitty, because Kitty has great potential. What is this gonna? Yeah, that's incredible. Okay. We'll go here. We want to give them priority final turn so that we can take out Kitty Pryde. So I need to be a little bit careful here with what I do. So we're actually going to skip this turn and then play Sarah. Kitty Pryde, Falcon. They pull all of them back. I'm curious, to say the least. Do they skip as well? No, okay. Bishop. Yes, I think I just played in the right spot. I did play in the right spot. Yes, dude. Okay, so they still have priority, which is exactly what we wanted, because that now means that we can play Killmonger and take them out. So we will go Lizard. We will go Lizard. We can go Hit Monkey now. Hit Monkey. Actually, I want to get Bishop even bigger, so we go... I can probably go Lizard over here, honestly. Lizard, Nova, Hit Monkey, Killmonger, Rock. And let's see what happens. Okay. Yep, so Kitty will go down, we'll win that location, and we'll win this location as well. So that's all about knowing the deck that your opponent is playing, and knowing that you need to wait so that you can counter them and beat them. Because they are playing so many one-drops. We might even win the middle. We do. That's wild. Yo, what? They're playing like the bounce deck. And we were just patient. You have to understand how priority works in this game in order to dominate against very, very strong decks like that. It's extremely important. Okay, Isle of Silence. Nice. We can hide Nova again here. We should be able to. So just go Angela, Sentinel, etc. Bro, what is with this, man? Okay, sick. Sarah, and then we'll Scarlet Witch it, hoping that we do a good job of it. Interesting, okay. Scarlet Witch. I don't want to show Nova yet. A, because we don't have Killmonger, so it would be a pointless card to play. This early at least. Okay, nice. So we know what they're playing. I'm not sure if they're playing Destroyer or if they're playing Spectrum, but obviously we'll be able to, or we should be able to figure this out. Lizard over on Isle of Silence is always solid. They could play Professor X in the middle. I really wouldn't be surprised. And we should have priority here to where I'll snap. Trying to decide if I want to Enchantress now or later. Because if they play Cosmo here later, then we lose. And I don't need to win by that much, you know what I mean? I'll play Sarah here. They're probably going to play Cosmo right here. Do they play Professor X? They play Claw. Okay, sick. So that's incredibly good for us. But they do have priority, so their Spectrum will buff all of these. Okay? So we just have to keep that in mind. None of them are 1s. But this will only be a 3, which will go up to 5 from Spectrum. This will be a 3, 4, 5. I feel like we'll be fine here. We go 1, 2. I can't play that either. Okay. This one will be interesting. I don't know that I need... I really need to do the math on this. Well, this won't be 6 anymore, so yeah, we'll do this. Hopefully they don't play a Cosmo here, and they just play Spectrum. They played Cosmo. Okay, they played Namor. Wow, okay. Yeah, dude. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so brutal. And then we win the left by 1. Wow. I thought they were going to play Spectrum for sure. Oh, I thought they were going to play Spectrum for sure. What a savage, just playing all of it. Knowing that we played Sarah, and typically in Sarah decks you have Enchantress and Shang-Chi. Wow. Oh, okay. So this is actually really good for us to see this Sandman. So that we can play Mysterio Hitmonkey early and still potentially be able to do some work. And a lot of times when people are running Sandman, they're not going to be able to fill out a location. So they shouldn't be able to counter this. Obviously, they could play Jeff, etc. Okay, that's not bad for us. This is actually not going to end up being too bad for us, I don't think. Even though Sandman is a direct counter to our deck. Okay, so they could play Sandman this turn. And that is why they are super friggin' stoked right now. So we're going to go and do this. And this. Because they're going to play Sandman this turn. So we go ahead and throw that down. They knew that we had Bishop, obviously, so we throw this down. We play Sandman. We're in a pretty good spot. I want to make sure that I play this Nova to help us get buff. And just in case our Killmonger gets pulled here. Okay, they go with Doom, which means they're going to end up Odining this. We go Sandman over here. They go Wave. Okay, so we have to do the math here. I think that we still lose. They had 5 over here, taking them to... Oh, they Odin in the middle for 8. So obviously we're not going to be able to beat the middle. 5 over here, when really we're already at 10 over here. So we can add 3. I don't think that we win, or I don't think that we can win. Gosh darn it. 1, 2, 3. We can add 4 power over here. And 2 power over here. So we go up to 12 over here. 5 on this ties at 12. 3 over here is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, putting us up to 17. They had 5, they go to 16. I think we lose, but I want to just show y'all my math and reasoning on this one. Oh, wow. Okay, so I think... Oh, no, okay. So if I had played Killmonger over here, I actually would have won. That's tough. Because we remove 4 from over here, and we put 4 over here, and we win. If I had played it in the middle, we win. If I had just played Killmonger on any other location, we win. That's crazy to go up against a Sandman deck, y'all. And literally, we had a 66% chance of winning that, and we just didn't know it. So I played over here trying to beat the tie over here. I don't even know what it would have added up to. If they had played 8 in the middle, we probably still would have lost. That was wild, though. Wait, they have lines in their name just like I do. That's hilarious. All right, not going to show that yet. Sick. We got Sarah, which is always good. We can be a little bit patient with it. Okay. So we go Sentinel, then we go Bishop. And then we probably go Sentinel Nova. Or something like that. Yeah, okay. They're going to be able to get some pretty good power in the middle, but if they play a 1-drop, we'll be able to take it out with Killmonger. You've gotta be kidding me. All right, we just have to go for this now. I have to get this. I have to get this. I literally can't not get this. Okay, so we don't... Yes, I was about to say, we don't get this back. Nice. That would have sucked. So we can play Bishop in the middle, and then it gets pulled over to Asteroid M, which is going to be really, really good. So I am A-okay with that. We fill it up, and then Bishop goes over here, which is actually probably preferable at that point. And then we can play Sarah over on Asteroid as well. Yeah. Sick. Somebody wasn't paying attention. Oh, nice. A Hulk, too? Sick with it. What did they tag? What is this supposed to be? I wonder why I didn't draw for them. Maybe it didn't. We just didn't see it. Sarah? Obviously, our Hulk is free, which we're going to end up playing right here. Bro, no way they do that. Really? That's actually kind of wild. We don't think they're going to change the location back, do we? Are they trying? Oh my gosh. I can change it and win. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I need to I need to play this right here. 1. I think we win. I really want to snap, but I also just want to see us win. So, let's do this. Oh, I'm dead, dude. That's so brutal. That's so brutal, man. Oh gosh. I don't really know if they knew what they were doing. But that purple is sick. What? Is this a bot? I know I say that a lot, but there's a significant amount of bots in the game, so I always wonder, like, the purple with the purple, and it's on a base. But this isn't base. Maybe they just did it with this. Dude, that looks so dope. I'm jealous of that, man. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it. That last game was absolutely ridiculous. Man, I love playing Sarah decks. I think that Super fun, super control-y, gives you lots of different options. I definitely think that Kitty Pryde could fit in here instead of Lizard if you guys wanted to. You could play Kitty Pryde instead of Lizard, because if you get Angela down and you are able to play Kitty Pryde, it's going to be way more valuable than that Lizard is. And if you wanted to get rid of something else and throw in Beast or something like that, you could, but then you're kind of getting into the bounce deck realm. But just straight up old school Sarah control, still incredibly consistent and just an all-around solid deck. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.